My brain. Let me see. Studio in the studio. What's up? What's up? If you are watching the replay, we're doing something fun tonight, a little girls' night. And I'm going to be cutting my mom's hair while answering the hair care questions that come through. So, we're just setting up, trying to figure out how. Hello, Sensei. This is listen, y'all. So we've never done this before. So have some grace with your girl. Hello. I've got y'all on my phone, but what I'm getting ready to do now is I'm also gonna put it on my computer so that way I can just look over while I'm obviously working and I can see it a little bit better. Just give me 1 second. Copy. And then I have to update my community as well because I don't know. I just feel like YouTube don't do a good job at letting the folks know when we're on. You feel me? So, all right. Got that set up. Why is it saying you can't update my post? Okay then. You know what? Fine. I'm gonna delete it. And I'm gonna repost it again. Sorry, y'all. The YouTube is being YouTube. Give me 1 second. My mom will be in here in a second, so we're going to cut. Oh, there she goes. This is my mama. Have y'all met my mama before? This is Sharon. Hi. I just call her mom. I just call her mom. That's my girl. But she's one of the girls. She is the girl, excuse me. She's not one of the girls. She is the girl. Let's get it correct, right? View your channel. Post. Here we go. Image. Select from computer. Boom. Open. Post. I had to redo it because it was tripping. View your channel. Live. Turn my... Mute this. Is there a way? Alright. We rolling now. Now I can see the comments. Okay, hello Stella. What's up, y'all? Alright, we're ready to roll. Mom?
Yeah.
I need my lovely model. Pop this up. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Yep. Alright, so first, we're gonna cut her first, alright? This is what we're working with. You're shaking your hair like you got so much hair. Okay, so as you can see, we've got, hang on, I'm trying to also hold on, I'm trying to turn you a little bit. Yeah. Alright, so, is this view good, y'all? Is it good? There's 20 folks in here, Lord have mercy. Okay, so, Mom, she's a short haircut. She's a natural girly. She's got some gray. So, fun fact, my mama really didn't start going gray until she turned 60. She's 62 years young now. Her hair type, so she's got fine hair, and she has more of a wave. So, our hair is nothing the same, right? Her hair is also softer. And we are due for a cut. Like, her gray only really comes in on the sides, and she be driving me crazy about it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this in. I'm gonna take some off the top because I didn't take much off the top the last time. And then we're gonna color it. The reason why I'm cutting before I color, and I always do this with anyone that has short hair, because we're gonna cut it off, right? And we don't wanna waste product. So we are going to jump right on into this. So my mom has had short hair my whole life. She used to have really long hair, and then she had an afro when she was a baller. And then I, like, growing up, I remember her, like, looking just like Toni Braxton. Like, that short haircut with the burgundy lipstick.
Toni Braxton.
Yeah, I have. That's my favorite photo of you on that white top.
Mm-hmm.
She's that girl. This is long, Mom.
I got a hair roll.
Yeah, you do.
My throat's itching like crazy.
You got water? It's right here.
I do. Give me some. Thanks.
All right. So, let's start off on the back first. And then, y'all, while my mom's hair is processing, when the color is on, that's when we'll do our hair care Q&A. So you can literally ask me anything about your hair care, whatever the case may be. Look down for me, Mommy. So I need a new trimmer. I need a new trimmer, so that's why I'm just using the razor on the back. So this razor that I'm using, it's not like the razor that the barbers use. It has a guard on it. By law, well, at least in North Carolina, cosmetologist, licensed cosmetologist, and that's the other thing too. Like I'm legit. Like there's my license right there. So I ain't just some random person on the internet doing hair. This is what I've been doing for the past 13 years. So this is what I do. My niche is natural hair and hair color. I have a diverse clientele. I do all hair types, makeup, all skin tones. But like I was saying about this, at least in the state of North Carolina, for the State Board of Cosmetology, we are not allowed to have that the straight blade that barbers have, because it's a different licensing. So we have a cosmetologist license and you have a barber license, same thing, esthetician license, nail tech license. Also in North Carolina, you do not have to have a license to be a makeup artist. However, I always tell girls, like, I like to think of it this way. It's your insurance. That's how I like to look at it. So even if you are someone who maybe, like, if you know you don't want to get into hair, you do not need to go to cosmetology school, because cosmetology school is predominantly hair. You touch on skin, you touch on nails, you touch on makeup. By the time you blink, those courses are over, but it is heavily, heavily, heavily hair. So if you're someone who's been thinking about going to cosmetology school, or if you want to be a makeup artist, I would recommend you be an esthetician, because that's the study of skin. So like for me, even with my cosmetology license, like I can do skincare stuff, but I can't do chemical peels. I can't do any of those things. Like it's just very basic facials. That's all I can do. And then don't ask me to do nobody's nails, because I can't do it. I paint hair and faces. I can't do nails. Perfect view. Okay. Oh, Mama did a wonderful job raising wonderful Amber P. Hey, child, what's up? What's up? Yeah, they're different licensing, so we're all not the same. We're all not the same, and then even like one thing that I'm really good at is I stay in my lane, you know, because some stylists, like if a stylist ever tells you she can do everything, she's a liar, because I can't do everything. Like the things that I am great at, hair color and natural hair. Those are my things that I am great at. I'm not the girly that does the wig installs. That's not my thing. I'm not the girly who does extensions. I can do extensions. I just don't like doing it. I just don't like doing it. And in 2026, I'm not doing services that I don't enjoy doing, because it's pretty miserable. Of course, beforehand, you do it because you're like, oh, I need the money. And yeah, but I learned that if it's making me miserable, I'm not gonna do it. And then of course, just like healthy hair care across the board. Like if it's going to damage my client's hair, we ain't doing it, period. I've turned down clients before. I remember one time a client got upset with me because I wouldn't relax her hair, but her hair just, it wasn't strong enough for it. And I told her, listen, your hair can't handle this relaxer, girl. It's gonna fall off in the sink. And that's the other thing too, like my mom, I was glad when she stopped getting a relaxer, because my mom's hair is very fine, right? So especially like with the nature of a relaxer, it breaks down the bonds of your hair. So if you already have fine hair and then you're getting a relaxer, it can get a little risky. But if you have, you know, thicker or coarser hair, your hair can handle it. Because I'm definitely not the stylist that's like, anti-relaxer or, oh, natural versus relax. Like, no, I understand that. First of all, everyone's not good at hair. That's a lot.
It's been 7 years, Amber.
Huh?
7 years.
7 years what?
Since I had a relaxer.
It's been 7 years since you had a relaxer?
Mm-hmm. No,
Oh.
you never made 7 years.
Okay. It's I made her stop, but like everyone's not good at hair, So I would tell my client, like, if you're struggling, if it's taking you out in the morning, you stressed out and crying about it, if it's going to be easier for you to get a relaxer, it's okay. But still, with a relaxer, one thing that I do with my clients, I only have like maybe 2 clients that got a relaxer. Still treat them like natural hair clients. That's the biggest piece of advice, look down, mommy, because you need to keep that hair hydrated. Hello, hello. Also, I did get the notification. Okay, praise God. So I must have pleased the algorithm. Good. You didn't get, I don't know, y'all. On my next video, or I'll probably post it in the community post as well, I'm going to put my link up so I can add y'all to my newsletter. And again, I ain't going to spam you. It's just going to be, hey, video coming out tonight. That way, just in case, YouTube don't let you know. Mom, this is long, girl.
It's long, girl.
Wow, with the braids.
This is far from here to Goldsboro. It is touching a lot of hair in my head.
How short you want to go?
Short. Where's the mirror?
Well, it's back here.
Oh.
I had to turn you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right? How much you thinking off?
Oh, a lot.
A lot. Show me. Show
Maybe
me.
like this.
Okay, perfect.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's long. So this is perfect. When it comes to cutting hair,
Ooh.
whenever a client sits in my chair and they say, oh, I want 2 inches or I want 3 inches, I never go off of that.
Maybe half. And what you think? Is half too much?
Half is good.
Please take it off.
We can do half. Because the reason being is a lot of people like to say, oh, well, this stylist, she got scissor happy. Like, I'm very conservative. A lot of people don't know what 2 or 3 inches is. So I always say, show me. Show me how much hair you want off. Because if you say 3 inches and you're not actually aware of what 3 inches is, and I give you 3 inches and you mad and it's like, oh, Amber, cut all my hair off. It's like, nah, son. Like, we're not doing that.
Ooh, it is long.
Someone said Miss Sharon touching Jesus with this length. Praise. Look there, mommy.
Ooh. That's all that. What you call this stuff? Chief Rocker.
Yeah. So mom's been using Chief Rocker. Y'all
Chief
remember
Rocker.
last year when I did my review on the Dude Chief Rocker? She's been using that on her hair, and she was like, "Why are you red right here? What happened? Is this from your glasses?"
I have my glasses on.
Well, then what you doing, girl? You fighting in your sleep? You got a gash right here.
Blame it on the doll.
Caesar did not do that. This one, she gotta, you gotta keep your head on the swivel with Miss Sharon, because she's something. I can't get over this. This is wild. So when I am cutting short hair, because it is very precision, I take my time. It is also, like, for me, it is hard for me to cut short hair at home, but we make it work. 3. Yeah, it's challenging to accurately assess the length due to shrinkage, for sure. For sure. I don't want a 3. Let's go in. I did a 2 so far. Let me hit you with a 4 first, because a lot of this got to come off. Yeah. And like y'all see why I'm cutting before coloring, because look at all this. All this is coming off. And that would be a waste of product, because listen, profit margins, okay? We got to be smart.
Wait, taking my half off?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be much better. And then something else too that I've been working with my mom with. So as we progress in life and your hair goes gray, the texture of your hair is going to change because of that. I don't care what type of hair you have. You got natural hair, you got bone straight hair. And so sometimes I would see a lot with my clients where they would begin to struggle with doing their hair. They'll say things like, I don't know, like my products aren't working anymore, or I'm having a hard time styling my hair. And it's just because the texture of your hair, once your hair is majority gray. Now my mom's not even 50% gray yet, but I noticed her saying that she feels like her hair is dry. She's like, my hair is dry, my hair is dry. And I'm like, no, it's because you're feeling that gray hair. Gray hair tends to be wiry, a little bit more coarse. So you just have to, adjust and pivot and figure out what products are going to work. What I would always do with my clients, especially natural hair clients, I would always say, hey, this is your hair prescription, because with natural hair, it most certainly is a trial and error. Like, I will never use a blanket statement and say, oh yeah, use this on your hair and it will work. No, we got to see how your hair responds to it. Sorry, Mom, am I hurting you? Oh, okay. You're strong woman. Yeah. Okay, now we can shape it and do some stuff to it.
I think he cut my hair before Thanksgiving.
I don't know. Yeah, it was before Thanksgiving.
You cut it right before Thanksgiving. Yeah,
wow. Girl, you gotta get on the books. You gotta get on the books, Mom.
I'll be on the books next month.
I'm just going over making sure I didn't miss any lagging hair. So this is what her length is going to be. I like to go ahead and get that established, and then I can, oh no.
What's that?
It's dying. Oh, I got the charge right here. We're good. Love the look thus far. Hey, Amber, Mama Libra. Is your mom still a DJ? Is she still a DJ? So I think she's gonna, I told her, like, we're trying to figure out, because y'all know, like, the older demographic, they be on Facebook, right? And so I said, Mom, since all of your friends are on Facebook, do Facebook, but it's hard for her to do it on YouTube because, like, the monetization, like, YouTube's real crazy about that. So then we kind of started playing with the idea of TikTok, but TikTok stresses me out. I don't know. So we're trying to figure out, like, where she can go to do, like, her live DJ moments. Like, right now she'll do some stuff on Instagram, but yeah, she's still a DJ. Use the Do Big Papa today, wearing the fro again. Yes. Also excited about all the products you recommended. Oh, I can't wait for you to try. My wisdom streaks won't let me be great. Hey, what's up, Jamila? I bought the product she recommended in the last live, and I'm super excited. Yes. Always give me feedback. I want to know. Because I don't know it all. I'm just a girl. I know a little bit about a little bit. So y'all be educating me too. I was torn between going shorter or growing longer. I decided longer. Yeah. Listen, it's hair, man. It grows. It grows back. It grows back. There's nothing wrong with switching it up. Switch it up sometimes. What I need... Don't need a 3. Where's my 2? There it is. All right, look down, Mom.
Ooh, Amber.
Sorry, is that hurting?
It's like right to the scalp, don't like.
Oh, well, you got plenty of hairs back there. So when it comes to cutting, like, short natural hair, I still like it to look soft and feminine. You feel me? Like, I love a short bad haircut, but I don't want it to be too harsh. You feel me? Because I'm a lady. I'm a lady. And I like being a lady. So now I'm going to do a little scissor over comb. This is my favorite way. This is just my hair mentor. When I was at my first salon, she, oh my gosh, I can't think. It's super prestigious. I should know. It's in New York City. The name lost me, but she could do a whole haircut, just scissor over shears, and it looked like she used, I can't think. Why are the words leaving me? It looks like she used clippers. Good Lord. Look down for me, mommy. Uncross your legs, please. And so I'm going to do that in the back. Now I'm turning first. No, I'm good this way. I can't get over how long this is.
Mm-hmm. I'm going with some reds.
Yeah, and like I have to comb it a lot too because like my mom in the back of her head. Oh, let me turn you, mommy. The back of her head, she's got like a lot of swirls and things back here.
Cowlick.
So yeah, she's got a lot of cowlick. So I have to, you know, comb it down, comb it up, comb it around. That's the other thing too, because she wears it natural. So I always like to account for like where is it gonna go and land when she starts to put her product in it as well.
You got that on your knees, huh?
Yeah. I do that a lot when I'm working. Not in salon, obviously, but in bodybuilding glam and stuff because some of the girls are short.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be breaking my back. It's hard being tall.
Was that Caesar?
Caesar, you know it. Caesar P.
Oh boy.
How do these YouTube DJs have channels? I'm not sure. I gotta figure that out though. I follow Mama Lady Libra, but I didn't see her post in a while. It's good to see her here. Mama be posting recipes too. That's the thing. Yeah, okay.
So
So,
post on Facebook though.
huh?
Most of my stuff's on Facebook.
Yeah, but like whenever you post, so my mama, she's good at posting on Instagram. That's why when people be like, oh my God, I can't post, I can't do this. I'm like, my mama is 62 years old and she be posting. She be making all the reels my mom makes, she does on her own. I don't do any of that. She records them, she edits them, she posts them. Now she might drive me crazy asking me questions how to do who, what, when, where, but she does it all on her own. So I'm just kind of like, if my mama can do it, there's no excuse. Some of my millennial friends be making excuses. I'm like, nah, nope, absolutely not. She does recipes too. Moms can cook. I did not get that talent. I got other talents. You can't be great at everything. You don't need to be great at everything. This is looking good.
I still got quite a bit done.
Yeah, you still do. I used a 4 and I took a lot, like, this is a lot of hair.
Ugh.
Alright, tilt your head to the side for me, Mom. So now I'm just going to do that same technique on the sides.
What color you said was that?
Oh yeah, I got it. So for her color, hold on, let me finish this and then we'll talk about what we're going to do for her color. We're going to switch it up a little bit. Did I send you the video, Mom, last night where it was someone posted like the old school hair magazines from the 90s?
Uh-uh.
Oh, And someone was like, I can smell the pump it up
Was that
spritz.
vintage something?
Huh?
Vintage something they call it?
Oh, I don't know. Look that.
Well, they show a lot of old school stuff.
No, I can't remember. No, I sent it to my friend Keisha. That's what it was.
Tell you how long you thought,
Huh? I thought I sent. Oh, what?
to do this.
Well, I mean, when you're live and you're doing stuff, I always account for it to take longer than. I really want to know what that red thing is on the side of your head.
Where?
Right here. You got like this red gash right here.
Maybe on Caesar.
Okay.
I'm just saying, I don't know.
I just thought it was from your glasses, but you
No,
claim.
because I don't have them on and off like that.
Oh, okay. But
It's
you.
not like they fit tight.
I know, but you also got 20/20 vision too, so.
Mm-hmm.
She's got 20/20 vision, but she wears glasses. Where is my... Where'd my razor go? I was telling my friend, because she lives in Georgia, that... Hold on, where'd my razor go?
Look over there on that dresser.
I'm gonna need that. I hate it when this happens. It's gotta be in here somewhere. Oh, right there. I was telling one of my friends, because she lives in Georgia, in the state of Georgia, and I've heard them trying to do it in other areas. They are trying to just do away with cosmetology license. That is a scary thought. And she was asking me why I thought that, and I told her I think it's because beauty school numbers are down. It's not as high as it used to be. And I also think that due to the rise of social media, there's so much information out there. And it's so funny to me because whenever because obviously I follow a lot of hairstylists, and people in the comments, you need to do this, you need to do that. I think it's so funny how people who are not licensed, have never taken clients a day of their life, have all these thoughts and comments on what the stylist is doing. And it's kind of like, you don't even know what you're talking about. Like, you weren't there for the consultation. Like, you don't know. And so I think what has happened is, because of the rise of information, it's starting to feel like, oh, well, it's not that serious. And a lot of people already, like, they don't take hairstyling as like a real job or a true profession. Like, I remember telling a client one day, I was like, yo, like, this is work. You think I just stand here and play in people's hair all day? Like, it's real work. And I know for me, like, my saving grace, because my niche and training is hardcore hair color, that's my saving grace, because that's not something a lot of folks can do at home. Like, you got to have a lot of knowledge to be able to do that. But I think it's dangerous to take away the cosmetology license. And then on top of that, there's a lot of sanitation that you need to have. There's just a lot of things that go on. And even though you're getting all your information off of YouTube University, there are still foundations and principles that you need to know, right? You need to know, like, what the head is, the nape, the parietal. There's a bunch of stuff that goes into it. You can't just watch a couple of videos and all of a sudden you're a hairstylist. So y'all be mindful out there. Now, it's different. But even still, for braiders, like, braiders have their own licensing, or natural hair, they have their own licensing. So with them, they do no chemicals. So no color, no relaxer, keratin, none of that, which I'm fine with that, because if you know you don't want to do those things, I think that's wise. But just be mindful of that. I hope and pray that's not anything that happens. However, it's quite daunting to me. Okay, your mom ain't gonna be outside. She better not be outside. She need to keep her butt inside.
What are you talking about inside?
Once you get your hair cut, I agree. I wouldn't want to be served by someone who wasn't licensed. Yeah, it's just like some stuff. I'm like, no, that don't make any sense, man. And then, like, obviously too, like, cutting. There's just a lot of basics that you need to have when it comes to doing hair. It's a science. It's not just, it's not a hustle. It is not a hustle. It's a real business. It's a real profession. And everybody ain't able. And then on top of that too, like, don't even get me started on the customer service of it all. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, my clients call me a old school hairstylist, and I just laugh. But like, these girls saying you gotta come with your hair washed, detangled. Like, I need to wash your hair because I don't care what you say. I'm gonna wash your hair, shampoo your hair way better than you ever can. Because I need to feel it. I need to see how your hair takes the water. A lot of people don't clarify or detox their hair, especially like when it comes to my natural clients. Like if they have thick hair or if they have a lot of products on it, it's like I need to get in there because the way I have it with my clients is I don't nickel and dime folks. You come in, your hair's getting clarified. I don't ask you if you want a deep treatment or whatever it takes. I'm going to give you your protein treatment if that's what you need. I'm going to give you a mask if that's what you need. Like, I'm not asking you no questions. I'm just going to take care of you. I'm going to take care of your hair, and you're going to pay me, and you're going to go out the door and go about your business, and your hair's going to grow. Okay? Because well, do you want this? Like, that's the thing. And I think for me, because I am a hair colorist, it's like if I have just bleached your hair to oblivion, and I know you need a treatment, and I ask you, hey, do you want a treatment? And you say no, but I know your hair is hollering, but because you don't want to pay for it, I don't know, that's bad business. So I have everything wrapped into one. Whatever you need, I'm not going to ask you no questions. I'm just going to do it, and it's that. But all of this wash and detangle. Now, it was one thing, like if you've taken braids down, finger detangle it, you know what I mean? But I'm not ever expecting anybody to wash their hair. Like, please do not wash your hair. Because I guarantee it is not shampooed thoroughly. You're not gonna thoroughly shampoo your hair the way that I do it. And that's just what it is.
Oh, this itch in my throat.
Here we go. A little bit lower. How low can you
Get
go?
low, get low.
Dum-dum-dum.
Da-dum-dum-dum-dum.
Need your music, girl. Don't do a half. No, let's do 3. Okay?
Put down.
No, I'm sorry.
He's barking at the banana yet.
I don't know, Ralph is chilling. He's full. He's happy. I'm gonna turn forward. Look straight ahead. Look down.
I wonder what the score is now.
Huh?
The Panthers score.
I didn't know the Panthers were playing.
Panthers score.
Currently, the Panthers are trailing the Buccaneers 16-7 in the fourth quarter.
16-7. What's the fourth quarter? They might be in trouble. Oh boy.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna stop there. And then once she puts her color on, she rinses it out. And then we shampoo. I can see how it's sitting, and then I can make adjustments. All right, let's do some color.
Color it. Color me bad.
I've been told to come with my hair ready wash, but I'd rather pay a little extra to have my, yeah, these girls are lazy. That's what the issue is. These girls are lazy. Lazy. Because my thought process is, and then, like, because I get it for the braiders, because they have a lot, you know, that's a long service, it's a lot. But here's my thought process. Why don't you get yourself an assistant, okay? Get you somebody who can shampoo and dry the hair, and then you can do the braiding. What it boils down to, y'all, is just bad back end business. That's all it is. Because, like, a lot of these girls, and I hate to say it, so something that my teacher taught me very early on, right? So when I was in beauty school, I was already working at my salon. I was already the receptionist. I was assisting, and I would do makeup on some Saturdays. But my teacher, I'll never forget it. I want to say was she from Compton? I can't remember where she was from. She told me, she goes, y'all need to know the difference between a shop and a salon. Know the difference between a shop and a salon. And y'all can read between the lines. I've always worked in a salon. I've never worked in a shop. And when you work in a shop and you have shop mentality, things are different. For me, my salon that I was basically born and raised at, it was a large salon. The majority of the women there were from New York. It was about 23 stylists in there. You came dressed with your hair, your makeup done. You didn't come in there with a hoodie. You didn't come in there with sweatpants on. You were on time. There wasn't no coming in with your Starbucks while your client's sitting down. No one was ever waiting. Like, the longest my client would ever have to wait for me would maybe be 10 to 15 minutes, but I would let her know, hey, I'm running behind. It was none of that nonsense. Everything on the back end was done. And so that's the difference. Like, these girls don't have any business acumen. They don't have any business strategy because they're just doing hair in a shop. And then they get out here and try to run a business with a shop mentality, with a hood mentality. And then they wonder why things. And then you go to their Instagram and you see all these red X's. Don't do this. Don't do that. Don't call me. Don't DM me. Sweetheart, if someone's trying to give you money and your phone is ringing, you better talk to them. You better have a conversation with them. I'm done ranting. All right, moving on. Because I know my mama would never go for that. I know my mama would not go for it. She'll cuss somebody out in a heartbeat.
I don't curse.
Oh!
I cuss. Blanca, blanca, blanca.
Yeah, she'd be like, excuse me. But my mom, that's how we were raised. My mom was raised on manners. She's like, hey,
I get it
how
from my
are
mama.
you? Yeah. And it's
I
like,
get it from my mom.
and if you don't have no manners, she gonna tell you what's up.
I have manners now.
I have a lot of hair, so I feel like I can't clarify my roots the way the stylist can. So when I get my hair done, I really want it. Well, absolutely. Some people just have a lot of hair. You know what I mean? It's hard, which is why you're paying a stylist to do your hair. All right, y'all. So let's jump into some color. I use Redken. You're not a stylist. If you don't have a license, you can't get access to it. But we're going to do a little fun color. So I picked up brown copper, but I don't want it to be too brown. I want to up it a little bit with the copper. So I'm going to add in a drop of just pure copper to give it a little bit of extra. And then because my mom is gray, so anytime I'm working on someone who has gray hair, so you have hold on, let me give y'all a little color theory lesson, okay? So hair color, how it works is 1 being the darkest, 10 being the lightest, okay? So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all know when you go to the hair beauty supply store, you get your, what is it, your 4B, that, exactly. So it's in numbers depending on how light and dark. And then the letters tell you if it's neutral. It's very similar to like foundation, okay? So the letters will tell you if it's neutral or hello. It'll tell you if it's neutral. Like here I have 7BC, it's brown copper, and then I have 6CR, copper red. So the numbers and the letters. So that's why sometimes when people come in and they tell me, oh, well, I want caramel macchiato hair color. I'm like, that doesn't exist, because our color theory knowledge, we take the number and then we do the lettering and we custom mix it for what it is that you want. So let me get some, where's my measuring?
How long lady said, I've been told to come with my hair already washed.
Huh?
She said she's told to come with my
Yeah,
hair
that's
washed.
trash. That's piss poor customer service. Like, what are you even talking about? It's like, you mad because you don't wanna go to work and do what you're supposed to do? That's like the dentist saying, oh, well, I want you to brush your teeth, and then when you come in here, I'm just gonna, fill in your cavities. But you need a deep cleaning. Like, what? Like, because what you do at home is maintenance, right? 1.5. Okay. And then I'm going to be using 20 volume developer. So it goes 10, 20, 30, 40. Don't nobody ever need to be using 40. I don't even know why it's on the market. That's nutty to me. And that basically is the peroxide. So we are using permanent color on Mom. Permanent color because permanent, the little rinse you get from the beauty supply store, that's not going to give you great coverage.
So y'all use permanent in my hair?
Always use permanent on your hair. You need to know.
My throat is so raspy.
Alright, so then we're going to drop in, let me see, a little 7BC. This is my favorite. I love color formulating. Okay. Yes, nosy. You all look at my stuff.
I am nosy.
Yes,
And
nosy.
you are nosier.
I am not.
Yes, you are.
Well, since when?
Since the beginning.
Girl, I ain't never been.
Since you came out of the womb.
Yeah, right.
You
Lies.
was looking around like this.
Listen, I gotta keep
Hey,
my head
Rocket.
on a swivel, okay?
What's up, Rock?
Rocket has entered the building. Alright.
Rockefeller.
Yeah, 40.
Have a
Anybody
seat,
who's...
Rocket.
I have never used 40 volume on anybody. I'll bust out a 30 if I'm doing a color correction, but 40 is absolutely insane. Nobody works that fast, and that hair is going to fall off on the flow. On the flow. I would ask you if you had any Vaseline, but I know you don't. I need some for your hairline. Let me see what I have over here. Oh. Woo, Rocket. Speaking of clarifying shampoo, this is a clarifying shampoo I use on client. It's by Olaplex. I use it on all hair types. Doesn't matter if it's straight, natural. I love it because a lot of these clarifying shampoos can be a little bit drying. And y'all know I got a diverse clientele, so anything that I can use on everybody, this right here is amazing. And y'all know Olaplex is just bomb. Huh? What's in the left ear?
He's scratching the left ear.
Yeah, I know. It's been bothering him. Y'all, give me 1 second. I gotta find something to put on Mom's hairline. I don't know where my hairline cream is. Ugh. This will work. Sorry, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me roll you forward. Right there, bomb.
I'm cold. Ooh.
You cold?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and y'all get your questions ready because it ain't gonna take me long to put her color on, obviously. And so while she's processing, then we'll do our Q&A, chit chat while she's processing and she rinses it off and all the things.
45.
Maybe 30
Why is it different?
because of the way I formulated it.
Okay.
So give it back to me. So I'm doing hood things right now. I'm being
What's that, some
resourceful.
shiny glossy
It's,
stuff?
yeah, I just needed something that's oily so that way the color doesn't get stuck, sorry, on her hairline. Look down. Take your earrings off, Mommy. I know you're trying to be cute for,
Yeah,
for
I'm
the tube.
trying to.
She might go out of here and go to Walmart and find a man after this. Give me a stepdaddy.
Go on Instagram and find one. Because I won't find one, okay?
Cause what? You don't want me to have a stepdaddy? Oh, okay. You're ignoring me.
You remember that song?
Whatever. Yes.
That's from the German guy. I forget his name. George Kranz.
George Kranz.
George Kranz on the Deutschland.
Yeah, that's very
Germany,
German.
Allemagne.
I was born in Germany. Did y'all know that?
And the violin falls.
Is that shampoo drying out all? If you guys have tried it, is what shampoo does this shampoo? Are you talking about the Olaplex? No, the Olaplex shampoo doesn't dry your hair out. Girl, these trousers, they came off of Amazon like eons ago. They are even still available. If I remember, I'll drop the link. I have this color. I got a black pair. I feel like I had a gray pair. So I always like to start. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of.
You kind of
through
what?
my throat, Amber.
Oh.
It's irritated.
I always do the
That's how you
hairline
stuff.
first because the hairline is the most resistant when we talking grays. And then when it comes to color, so my mom, she's got a warm undertone. You can see she caramel, you know. And so I always like to pick colors for her that look good, just more on that kind of like red, brown, reddish, copper tone. So just compliment her. It adds a little bit more warmth to her, which is nice, you know, makes you look a little bit healthier, youthful. It's not anything that's too harsh, because sometimes what some people do is once they feel like they have gray, they just want to go all dark, like make it black. And it's like, well, hold on, because it can just look kind of inky and artificial. You know what I mean? So it's like my mother-in-law, her hair black, okay, black, and she won't change it. But she don't even have gray. Her hair white. It is white. So of course, when her roots grow out, it's like black and then a white line.
She got gray hair now?
Marcia's hair is white. And it's
I
been
didn't know
white.
that.
Yeah, girl. Marcia don't play about her hair. She told me when
I
she
think still with white hair. Gray
it's
hair.
white. It's white. She told me when she dies, if she's in the coffin with roots, she's gonna haunt me. That's what my mother-in-law told me, okay?
I like it dark though. I ain't seen it white, of course, but
Well, yeah, that's because you're not gonna catch her slipping.
Hmm.
Yeah, she said, if I'm in that coffin with roots, I'm gonna haunt you. I said, okay, yes, ma'am. Got it. Yes, ma'am.
Boom.
Yeah, she don't play.
I should have known though. It is what it is.
I mean, but Murillo, he's going to be halfway gray by the time he turns 40. Marcy has been all gray since she was 30.
Mm.
Yeah. You ain't noticed Lowe's on his way to being a silver fox.
Oh my goodness,
He-
I did not.
He got a lot of, his highlights. Where's he outside right now? I told him, I said, all right, man, a little pecan tan, and your silver hairs.
Mm.
And then also, because of it being natural, that's the thing with natural hair. Although my mom's hair is short, I still have to like part it and make sure I work it in. Because y'all know curly natural hair just, likes to lump up on you. And there have been so many times where I just knew I had that thing in the game and I didn't saturate it good enough in one area and it had a little blob. So, taking my time.
So you say 30 minutes, Amber?
Someone said we could find Miss Sharon a cute master's class of physique guy next time you do stage stamp. Okay, listen.
I hear you.
Listen.
Who is that? What's your name?
Huh?
Who's talking to you?
Oh, I don't know. Ara? Mom, are you okay? Mom, she had a cold. Because my mommy,
I had a virus and don't know what the SHIT was. The doctor don't
That's
know.
okay.
And they said there's some stuff out there and they do not know.
So,
It wasn't COVID, it wasn't flu, but guess what? It happened on the 18th and I'm at the end of it now.
Yeah, she's
Back to school on Monday.
been going through it. Mommy
I've been going through.
She's a special education teacher. God bless her soul. Listen, we need more folks like her because she loves it. My mom is good with, you know, exceptional children. She's good with geriatric. She's just good like that. But, you know, with working with kids, you just always gonna get a little something. So she's just got some
I got it
residual.
from an adult, and if y'all listen, sorry, it wasn't the kid.
Yeah, she almost was ready to cuss somebody out because they coughed and they didn't cover their mouth.
You gotta protect yourself and others at the same time.
Yeah, you're right. That was like work.
Ain't nobody gotta tell me that. I've been covered up since what, 2010? Yeah, 2010.
Yes, we know, girl. We know.
My little pretty face. Like chilling.
I'm just chilling.
Just waiting on that gourmet meal.
I'm gonna turn you some on.
Alright.
I'm gonna turn you this way, actually. Yeah.
I am cold.
You're cold? Well, I'm working.
Phew.
Wonder if I should have went more copper. You know what? It's okay. Let's do this formula.
So you think it's too dark?
No, well, Mom, it's not gonna be light. Okay.
Is it lighter than the last time?
It's gonna have more punch because I
Let me
put.
see.
You can't. It's still. It's
Okay, it's
okay, y'all.
processing.
So let's talk about it. Now, this is true oxidation. All right, because everybody likes to say that their foundations are oxidation. No. So, as the color is on and it starts to work, it starts to turn color. This is the actual process of oxidation. The molecules are doing their things. That's the easiest way for me to put it without getting into all the scientific aspect of it. So you'll see it started off white, and now I'm starting to see the brown tone come in, like in the areas of the front where I started. I can see the red starting to pop through. This is oxidation. It's going through the process of turning different colors. A lot of people think that a foundation's dry down time is oxidation, or they think that, oh, well, as I go on throughout the day, it's turning colors. No, especially if you're an oily skin girl like me, keep in mind, once your oil pushes through, it's gonna make it seem or even look a little bit different, right? So for me, with my foundation shades, when I pick them, I tend to go half a shade lighter sometimes, just for the sole fact of I know once my oil pushes through, it's gonna give it the appearance that it's darker. It's not oxidation. It's just my body chemistry doing the things. Now, in some cases where if someone truly is having oxidation with the foundation, then I'm just wondering like if their pH balance or something's off. But it's kind of like you can have a shirt, right? And it's dry. But when the shirt is wet, that shirt's still the same color, but because it's wet, it just looks darker. It looks different. I'm gonna mix that up perfectly. I thought I didn't have enough at first.
So it's like by that IFBB above that little.
No, it's not gonna be like that, girl. I won't never make your hair that color. Are you kidding me? You are somebody, okay? Absolutely not. No.
I'm just asking.
No.
Like between the orange and the like burgundy brown.
Is that the color that you want?
I don't. You asking if I want it lighter? I don't know.
Okay, well,
Whatever you do is fine.
okay, listen, you still need to look professional.
It's fine. I'm not gonna figure out with the cock-a-doodle-doo thing on Instagram.
Yeah, I told her like basically it was too ghetto, and it was like stacked high to the guys. It was blonde, you know, inside it was red. That was hilarious.
I said, what in the world?
Now over the summertime when you're not in school, yeah, you wanna. That's the other thing too, Mom. Like it's winter, so you don't want it like too.
I always called it to me the one you had like a burgundy color.
You like burgundy.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm just saying that's normally what it is. I
Yeah.
forgot the numbers up to it.
It was CB. It was Cove. It was
Yeah.
Amber Cove.
Okay,
That's what
yeah,
it was.
mhm.
But I switched it because I wanted something with a little bit more copper. Like this one, so I have brown copper and then I have copper red. So that's the copper red is gonna pump it
Ooh.
up a little bit. And I did with the brown because the brown's just gonna help with keeping with the gray coverage. She's so proud of your pro card. She wants to wear it on her head. Listen, yo, my mom, when I'm competing, she be ready to fight. My mom's a baller. She was a basketball player, so she don't be understanding all the rules when it comes to competing. Like I told her, I was like, Mom, all right, this season I got my rookie pro season. Bikini don't make sense, so just brace yourself, mamas. Brace yourself.
No, they don't understand.
No.
They don't understand.
Don't start.
Because everybody don't see the same thing. Well, this is you or somebody I don't know. I'm just saying.
It's subjective.
Remember that one in Charlotte last year?
Mhm.
No, about 2 years ago. I was mad as a whippersnapper.
She was mad. She was mad. My husband was mad. My friend's husband was mad. My coach was mad. And I'm just like, come on, y'all. It's okay. And they're like, why did you get second place? I was like, it's okay. It happens. You can't win them all, man. Sometimes things don't make sense, but you know, it's okay. Gotta be a good sport. Aria, thank you, ma'am. Your mother and my mother must be friends. My mother is constantly telling people to please cover your mouth because she doesn't have a
You better
spleen
cover
in her
that mouth.
body anymore.
You
Yeah,
have to cover that mouth.
cover it.
Put a mask on.
'Cause my mom real good. That old nasty strumpet. I'm like, Lord have mercy. Oh, I was supposed to say that. I was supposed to expose you. We family here. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, you don't want them to know that side of you? Oh.
That's the good side. That is the good side. That's the good side.
That's also the
10-4?
the tequila free side.
The tequila free side. Until I get my hair dyed and dried and whatever.
Laid to the side.
I need it. It might help my coughing.
Tequila might help your cough. All right, Mom. You got, I'm going to set a timer, okay?
Set the timer.
25.
25 minutes?
Yeah.
All right.
Because I was moving
Get
it
it off
around
me,
a lot.
please. Give me something else to drink.
Get some tea, Mom.
Yummy.
All right, y'all. Let me straighten up a tish bit.
We coming back?
Huh?
We coming back?
Yeah. We
We'll
keeping
be back.
we keeping it rolling. No, I'm gonna do my Q&A. Are you you're gonna wash your hair?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
At 25 minutes when it buzz, I'll go do that.
Okay, perfect. Then you'll come back in here
Uh-oh.
and we'll do your little wash and go moment. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'ma just tidy up here. And then we will do our Q&A. So if you have any questions in regards to hair care, even makeup, whatever, hair care, skincare, listen, I don't know it all, okay? I'm just a girl. I know a little bit by a little bit, all right? I really don't have too much of a mess here. Yeah, we're family here. It's okay. It's okay, girl. I mean, they gotta know you're a little bit of a firecracker because they know I'm a firecracker. So, you know, I gotta get it from somewhere. Got to get it from somewhere.
Over there.
Alright, yep, see? They're in there fussing and cussing at the dog, just like that. Alright, so, while I'm thinking about it, as far as like, how often you should get your hair colored. So when it comes to root touch-up, gray coverage, for most people with gray hair, they tend to be between that 4 to 6 week mark, right? And so yeah, it can get kind of crazy. It can get kind of expensive, right? Which is why I always like to find a color that's gonna suit the person, that's gonna grow out, but not have a harsh line to it, you feel me? But so if it's a root touch up for grays, somewhere between the 4 to 6. If you don't have gray, you just have like a single process all over color, you might go 6 to 8, but again, it's just going to depend on the color and what your natural color is growing out. How long does that stay in before you wash it out? So I about 30 minutes. So the typical standard processing time for root touch-up for gray, 30 to 45 minutes. Like I had it on already probably for a good 10 minutes and I was just working it in. So that's why I told her it's like 25. And also because my mom's hair is short, right? It's shorter hair. So it doesn't take as long for it to process. Amber, your hair has grown a lot too. Yeah, man, because before Thanksgiving, I chopped a lot of it off because it was raggedy, okay? And I washed it last night, so it's day one. And I don't like my hair on day one. It's not fluffed or anything. I took a little 45-minute nap before this, but yeah, I'm growing it. I'm growing it out, and then I'll chop it off as I typically do. Let's see, have you heard of the brand Basque and Lather? They claim extreme and quick hair growth using their products. What is your opinion off of it? So I have not heard of that brand. I was talking to one of my friends about this earlier. So something that really irritates me as a beauty professional, and just with me, like, I care so deeply about my clients. Like, I care. And though that type of marketing, that type of verbiage, obviously is going to appeal to women who typically are experiencing hair loss, thinning hair, whatever the case may be. And so my issue with that type of marketing, and then also my issue with hair influencers, because this is where things get dicey. Hair influencers genetically by default have great hair. Like I said in one of my videos, if you just genetically have thick, beautiful hair, you can put horse piss on the hair and it's still going to grow and look pretty, right? So that's why when these girls with this just genetically thick, gorgeous hair, and I can tell, like, no, it's just genetics. Like, some people just genetically have thick hair. Some people just genetically have beautiful skin and they put on Vaseline. Some people can genetically put on muscle quicker. Like, your genetics play a huge part in a lot of this stuff, especially when it comes to hair, right? And so what happens is women who are maybe struggling with this, they see this one girl on social media and like, oh my gosh, well, she's got this thick hair, I'm going to use it. And then you use it and nothing happens and you're mad. Same thing with stuff like this. So whenever I'm working with my clients, I choose my words very wisely. I never say, yes, this will grow your hair back, because that is a hard blanket statement. And you can't say that, because you don't know how someone's hair is going to respond to something. But here's what I do know. I will always say it'll make your hair stronger. Because if you are just someone who is genetically disposed into your hair just growing, it takes a long time for your hair to grow. It just takes a long time for your hair to grow. And that's okay. Here's the thing. On the back end of that, let's get to the root. Let's get to the inside. Are you sleeping? Are you chronically stressed? Are you drinking at least 64 ounces of water? Do you hit 4 meals a day? Are you getting at least 100 grams of protein? Are you getting fruit and veggies? Are you getting your micronutrients? Because we're so quick to want to rub a potion on something and see something happen, but when the inside's jacked up, it's like, y'all, a plant can't grow if you don't water it, okay? A plant won't grow if you don't water it. So I say, yes, use the things to help strengthen your hair, because if it don't make your hair grow fast, I'm willing to bet your hair is probably going to be stronger. It might be shinier. You feel me? And that's good. And we have to learn that, hey, guess what? For some people, long hair ain't your portion. That might be the Lord's way of keeping you humble, because he knows if you have long hair, you're going to be a menace to society. One of my friends, she cracks me up. We've been best friends for, how long have Shay and I been best friends? I want to say at least 10 years. I did a video with her last year on my YouTube channel, helping her with her macros, right? But here's the thing. She's lost over 100 pounds, and she has always said to me, like, girl, if I looked like you, I would be outside and it would be a problem. That's why I don't look like you, right? Because the Lord not going to give you something that you can't handle. You feel me? Like, the Lord knew not to give me brows, okay? He knew not to give me brows. He's like, I'm going to give you a little bit of this, a little bit of that, but if I give you brows, girl, sit down. I got to keep you humble. But it's just, we got to be mindful, because here's the thing. You are only allotted a specific amount of hair follicles on your head, okay? So, if you have a lot of hair on your head, it's because you have a lot of follicles, right? So there ain't nothing that you can put on your head to make you get more hair follicles. Now, you can get a hair transplant, but that's not what I'm talking about. Like, there's nothing topical that's going to give you more hair follicles. So of course, the more hair follicles you have, the more hair per square footage on your head you're going to have. And so, like, that's why I'm so big on helping my clients embrace their God-given beauty. Like, the way that your hair comes out of your head, there's nothing wrong with it. That's why, especially for me when I compete, that's why I wear my short natural hair, because this is how I like my hair. This is how I like to present myself. I don't like having long hair. I used to have long hair. Once I cut my hair up, I was like, oh, this is a vibe. This is me. Now, later on in life, I might change my mind, and that's okay, but there's nothing wrong with switching your hair up. There's nothing wrong with wigs and getting a sew-in and extensions and braids, but the issue is when you feel like you have to have those things because now your identity is tied to it, and you feel that you are not beautiful unless you have those things. I've serviced so many women, and they freak out over a trim. And I'm like, girl, this hair looks like it's been spinning around in a garbage disposal. You can't style it, you can't curl it, you can't straighten it. But because in your mind mentally, you have decided that I am only beautiful if I got this dead hair on my head. It's just kind of like, in the Bible, it says that you got to prune. What did Jesus say? I'm the branch, the vine. Like, hello? And so if you want something to grow, you gotta prune it. You gotta prune it. Saving up and thinking about getting extensions this year. What are your thoughts about them and damaging your actual hair? I'm going to keep it a buck with you. They do damage your hair. I say if you're going to do extensions, do it for a short period of time. That's why I no longer do extension services, because I have very strict rules. And my very strict rules mean that you got maintenance. And that maintenance means it's going to hit your bank account, because here's the thing. Extensions always appeal to, most of the time, women who have finer hair, right? So finer hair is always fragile. When your hair is finer, you can't handle tension. And so what happens is that weight, that tension, that heaviness on your hair when it grows out, and if you're not in there moving it up every 5 to 6 weeks, guess what? That tension is traction on your hair. It's not healthy for your hair. It's going to break your hair off. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm cool with it, like if it's for a short period of time, but people who just live in it and rinse and repeat, it's the same thing for girls whenever they get braids or knotless braids. Same things, like that is traction. It's hanging on your hair. Is there a specific ingredient they use to promote stimulants for or accelerates? Yes, pumpkin seed oil, rosemary oil. There's another one. Oh, I can't think of it. My mind went blank. Pumpkin seed oil and rosemary oil are scientifically proven to stimulate the follicle. Listen, ain't nothing wrong with a wig. Ain't nothing wrong with a wig, especially if you're taking care of your hair under it. Yeah, man. I think it's better to ask yourself, what can I do to make my hair healthier? That's it. That's what I'm always like. How can we make what you have healthy? Like I say, I want to work with what you bring to the party, because let's do that. The length will come if you're patient and it's meant to be. That's it. That is it. I have very fine hair, once straightened and in its natural state, so no real curl definition. So I defer to wigs most times, but I take care of my natural hair. Absolutely. Because again, like some people, they're like, oh, I'm in a wig, so I don't have to do anything to my hair. And I'm like, ain't wrong. You still need to have a hair care regimen. You need to shampoo your hair. You need to detangle. You need to, do your protein treatment. Still take care of your hair, because it's still your hair. Thanks about the pumpkin seed oil. I never knew that. Yes. I don't think a lot of people know that. I learned that from a trichologist, actually. So trichology is the study of hair. Cosmetology, the girlies who do hair, right? But a trichologist, they specifically focus on the scalp, the follicle, growing the hair. So a trichologist think of a trichologist as a dermatologist for the scalp. A lot of people, whenever they run into scalp issues, they tend to go to the derm, and I say, no, go to a trichologist. A trichologist, because they're going to be able to put your scalp under the scope, because we can't see all the hair follicles with the natural eye. So therefore, they can put the scope on your scalp, and they can roll it around, and they can get an assessment on their screen as far as what's going on with your scalp. So yeah, I learned that from a trichologist. And I thought about a while ago going into trichology and getting like my certification for that and helping people with hair loss. I don't know, maybe later on in my career, but right now I want to stick to my services. Yep, I don't do extension services anymore, just ponytails. But that's it. And I tell them that it's temporary and come back to get your maintenance. Yeah, absolutely. Where do you recommend getting wigs from? I'm thinking about getting one for stage. So when I wear my wig, I got it from a company called Love Me, and I recommend their wigs to my clients a lot. I have one client right now. When I had to step away from my salon, and she went to a girl and her hair is just like, it's gone. So we're working on, I was like, no. We're working on getting her hair back to normal. I wish I had old pictures of her hair because her hair was so thick and beautiful. And this girl left the relaxer on for too long and now her hair is just like done. But love me. Love me, love me. And I don't want to be looking crazy on stage. Yeah, no. You won't look crazy on stage because that's my issue with some of the wigs too. It's just kind of like, I'm a glueless wig girly, okay? Because here's the thing. I hate when all that gunk gets caked up. When an athlete comes to me and she has a glueless wig, I'm like, hallelujah. Because it's just like all this gunk and all this cake up. Then they got a nerve to try to put the gel with the baby hair. Then the foundation. It just looks nasty. I don't like it. And then I'm thinking, man, your hairline's probably going to be broken out by the end of this. Yes. 10 more minutes.
Okay.
Wait, come here, Mom. Stay in here so they can see. All right. See the oxidation process? We see? Okay. I also find using a clarifying shampoo that isn't drying or stripping is a great first step to get rid of all the buildup of product used between washes. I have been swearing by clarifying shampoo for 10 years. Yes, I like this one by Olaplex. This is a good one. I like the Dew. Their clarifying shampoo is amazing. Those two are what I go back and forth in between on clients because they're solid. They're going to get the buildup. That's the issue where a lot of people struggle with their hair being dry is because you're not getting the buildup off, right? So if you're not getting the buildup off, you can never get moisture in. And if you can't get moisture in, then the hair is going to be dry. If the hair is dry, it's going to break. It's going to brittle. And you see, so we got to clarify the hair, which is why I like to shampoo my clients' hair. I don't want you doing it, especially if you're a thick head natural girly. Please, no. Let me do it. Let me do it. And that edge control does not have to be used every day. You preaching the gospel now. Say that one more time. Edge control don't need to be used every day. The traction alopecia, because we do like, whew, these baby hairs and the heat styling to curl them small. It's edges. And a lot of people like, it's baby hair. Like, no, it's breakage. This is all breakage, okay? You're not going to have a hairline. Your hairline going to be all the way back here by mid-2026 because you doing, like, stop. Stop. I only use heat once per wash, and that is drying and styling tools. No more heat until the next wash. Very good, because you've learned your hair. You've learned your hair. Some people's hair can handle a little bit more heat, and some people can't. Typically, the finer your hair is, now not in like square footage, but the actual strand, the circumference, the finer your hair strand is, you typically can't handle as much heat. Thicker strands can typically handle more heat because it's just more bulk that the heat has to pass through. I don't do the adhesive wigs either. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts, man. Do you like hair mask treatments? If so, which one do you like? Yeah, so the main one that I use is I like protein treatment, and that one is by Oudid, O-U-D-I-D, and it's a lightweight protein treatment. Okay, and the reason why I like this one is because it's not drying on the hair. What I mean is sometimes like all protein treatments aren't treated equally. I think I spoke about this in another video, so if I'm repeating myself, I apologize. But y'all remember AFOG? You remember AFOG? Yeah, and that hard protein treatment. So here's the thing, too much protein can break your hair off because it'll make your hair really hard because protein, right, it's like muscle, strong, dense. So I like the Oudid one because it's lightweight. I use it every week on my hair and it just helps keep my hair strong. And then for hair mask, I like the Olaplex mask. I have my salon stuff on the floor because I'm going through inventory. I'm all out of it. But it's the it's the Olaplex, hold on, I gotta find it now because I want to make sure I tell you the right one. Olaplex mask. It is the Olaplex number 8 Bond Intense Moisture Mask. This one. That's the one that I like. Moisturize, smooths, add body, and shine. And it really does. It really does do that. Lightweight protein treatment. Okay, I have a big old tub of Queen Helen Castro Max. I will remember that, but I don't want to use it every other month. If I remember, yes, I remember that. Go ahead. Wait, let me see. 5 more minutes.
Okay.
5 more minutes. And I'm trying to think, like, I'm not a big mask girl, because I kind of felt like, okay, like, mask and conditioners. If you have to choose between a mask and a conditioner, you don't need both. Just get a mask. And I learned that from a cosmetics chemist. I can't even think of what this gentleman's name is, but he is a black male cosmetics chemist. And I was watching one of his videos and someone was asking him about, a conditioner versus a mask. And he said, you don't need both, pick one. And I was like, you know what? I thought so. That's honestly what I thought. Here's the ticket, okay? And I'm gonna put y'all on game on how I do things for my clients. I like to do the detoxing and the clarifying, right? Because here's the thing. After you have detoxed, you've got all the buildup off, you've clarified it. Now the hair can actually receive whatever you put on it. All right, so I will do a shampoo. Depending on the hair, I'll do 2 shampoos of clarifying, depending on what we got going on, right? 2 shampoos of the clarifying. And then sometimes I might go in with a more moisturizing shampoo. I like the Joico moisturizing shampoo. I like the Dew moisturizing shampoo. If they're like processed color treated, I might use Olaplex. I might do that. But then after that, I'm going to immediately go in with the protein treatment, because now since we've got that hair clean to the bone, now it can receive whatever you put on it. All right. So as the ticket is to make sure you get the hair clean. So whatever you put on, a protein treatment, a mask, conditioner, whatever the case may be, it can actually get in there. Now, here's the other thing too, where I'm still kind of like wrestling with the mask versus the conditioners, because conditioners are made to seal the cuticle, right? Detangle. So I don't know. I'm still wrestling with that. I'll report back on it, but it was something I was kind of thinking about. And when you said it, I was kind of like, okay, I can see why you say that. I also switched to a leave-in conditioner because my hair usually needs to retain moisture. The one I have been using is by Amika. It's the Hydro Rush leave-in conditioner, because I realized I wasn't doing the best that I could with hydrating my hair, because I just felt like the top of it, like I kept getting these fairy knots. I'm like, what's going on with my hair? And it was me. I wasn't hydrating it as well as I should have been doing. So I used the leave-in Hydro Rush by Amika, and then I also use the Water Sign oil, and that has been doing wonders for my hair. I also started using the Inner Sense scalp renewal oil, which I hate oil on my scalp. I don't like it, but I've been doing that as well because scalp health. Is using a sponge to style your hair a good tool? I personally don't think it's a good tool. I don't. And the reason being, it's just like that friction. You know what I mean? Like you're rubbing it. And it's a sponge, right? A sponge soaks up moisture. I've never done that. I never recommend anybody to do it. I understand, but when I think about just like that friction and the rubbing up against the hair, I'm like, I don't know about that, guys. I don't think that's a good idea. I heard you say pick one. Can you alternate between the mask and conditioner? Absolutely. So I do that. I do that. I'll alternate because you don't need both, right? And save your coin. Like if you're doing a mask, you don't need to do conditioner. Every other week. If you're doing conditioner this week because you don't need a mask, cool. But you need to use something, but you don't need to do both. That's silly. Any suggestions for this time of year? I feel a flakier scalp. Yes, so you need to exfoliate your scalp. This is something else that I feel like is not talked about a lot. So I saw this heavily, always this time of year. So Mizani makes an oil. It's like a septic, because I used to use it on my clients, and you just put that on the scalp and it'll just help bring up some of the buildup. Or you can use the Briogeo. That's the one that I like. I recommend. My husband uses it, and I've tested it on myself as well to see if it would, mess with my natural hair, and it didn't. But a scalp exfoliator, and something that I also do, like if it is a client who's really struggling with scalp, before the water even hits their head, I'll just take my hands and I'll just kind of rough up the scalp to see like, okay, like what are we working with, just to kind of get some of that stuff off. Then I'll go in and assess, okay, do I need to do the little liquid septic on it? Do I need to do a scalp exfoliator? Whatever the case may be, but definitely check those out. Start off with the Briogeo scalp exfoliator first. It comes in a tub. It's a charcoal scalp exfoliator, and just put that on there and see how you feel. Just depending on what you're working with, you might need to do it 2 times, but try that out. And if not, then I would go with the Mizani one. What is the name of that? Hold on, because that's going to drive me crazy. Hold please. Wonder Crown. Okay, so not JCPenney. Can we zoom in? Yeah, it's like a scalp tonic. This is what it looks like. Okay, there's that. I'm having a good time doing this. Are y'all liking this? Is this boring? Tell me if it's boring. We won't do it again. You won't hurt my feelings. You won't hurt my feelings. And then this one. I can't remember. There's also a scalp calming lotion. I don't remember. I don't think I liked that one. Yeah, I don't think I liked that one too much. So those 2 for the scalp situations. And then also, you gotta give yourself some time and some grace, right? Because it's not one of those things where you're just gonna see an effect overnight. It's a process. It's a process. People expect miracles overnight when it comes to their hair. Same thing like hair and skincare. You gotta give it some time, right? And so yes, you want it to be able to see some progress, but again, I would never tell a client, oh yeah, use a scalp exfoliator and all your problems are going to be solved. No, like give it some time. Give it some time. The air's crispy. It's cold right now. You dig? It's cold. Let me see. Thanks for this time of year. Okay, I started using Bumble and Bumble. Oh my gosh, I haven't Bumble and Bumble. That's so OG. Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Ultra Rich line. I just add their clarifying shampoo first and then use Briogeo rice water, rinse for treatment. Lovely. Yep, I agree. It's educational. Okay, Amika has good exfoliating oils too. I like it. Oh no, I haven't tried that one. Put me on, sis. Put me on. So I'm gonna so you guys get the tea, all right? I'm going back to salon, my own place, all right? So I'm very excited about it. I haven't announced it anywhere yet. I hit up my clients the other day, but what I'm gonna start doing is I wanna start doing hair care product reviews on the products that I'm using in salon on my clients, because I think that will be very helpful for y'all. Because again, like I don't mind doing reviews on myself, right? I don't mind doing reviews on myself, but I think there's just something magical, and it's a blessing that I'm able to have access to different skin tones, different hair types, and y'all can actually get a different perspective on how a product works. Like, even if it's another natural hair client, right? But if her natural hair is different from mine, for example, I don't struggle with scalp issues. So therefore, I can't say, oh yeah, we'll use this because it's good. No, I gotta grab my husband, who is as dry as the Sahara Desert, that scalp be on the floor, or another client, and test and assess these things to see if it's actually gonna work. So I'm gonna be doing that. Nope, not boring. Love it. Okay, love it. Don't mind me screenshotting these products. No, because I probably won't remember to go back and add the links just because I'll forget. This is not boring. I would try an exfoliating oil. I'm scared not to get all those crystals off my hair using the actual scrub. Yeah, it's tricky because some oils are harder to get off than others, for sure. But again, like, and that's the issue with like a lot of the OG black hair care products. Like, the water doesn't break them down. Like, water should be able to break down whatever hair care products. Now, obviously, like, if you have buildup, you need a clarifying shampoo. But some of them was like, if it can't break it down and it's just stuck on your hair, that's a problem. That's a problem. I got you, girl. Congrats. Thank you. I'm excited about it. So I've been like going through, doing inventory. I had to revamp all of my things. So I already have my studio. I'm gonna do a video on it too, but I'm just like, the peace and everything. Like, I just feel, we're not gonna get into that. But what about your back health? Yeah, so here's what we have come up with. I get body work. So my scoliosis is basically gone. I don't have it anymore, by the grace of God. And it was because I spent 2021 all the way up until 2025 getting adjustments, and that straightened me out. So I don't have the same back issues that I have. When I was at the blow bar for that short period of time, it's a blessing because it gave me the opportunity to test out my back and see how I was, because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to handle it, but I was Gucci. I didn't have any issues. So that let me know, okay, cool. But I'm putting boundaries and guardrails around the way that I work. I'm not going to be working from sun up to sundown. I'm not doing that. I have to get body work. Body work has to be a thing, which when you're a bodybuilder, you should be doing it anyway. But body work is something that I should have been doing before I got into bodybuilding, because all of my issues that I had, they all came from me being a hairstylist, abusing my body. Like, no one trained me on, hey, you need to get massages. Hey, you're burning yourself out, because that's what happened to me, y'all. I burned myself out. It wasn't my clients. It was me doing the most. And when I'm going to have a whole reflection video, because the Lord has revealed so much to me. But what had happened was I burned out. And had I stopped and rested and took a break, I would have never had to quit. But sometimes it's just, you don't understand life in the moment. Anywho, but getting body work done, and then also I'm changing my training, the way that I train. I'm not killing myself training to failure. I don't need any more muscle on my body. I don't want any more muscle on my body. Like, when I compete, the density that I have on the glutes is what they gonna get. I can't do that. I'm almost 40. I'm trying to be somebody's mama. I have a career that I am rebuilding. Well, I have a business that I'm rebuilding. I have goals that I dug into the ground because I thought they weren't going to happen. They're going to happen. And so therefore I need to prep myself for that. And so training, making sure that I'm focusing more on mobility, stretching, and not this crazy to failure, progressive. Oh, like, I'm done with that. I can't do that. How I trained at 25, I can't train like that at 37. I have to preserve my body, because I tested it out. When I was at the blowout bar, I started making these small adjustments to my training. I was like, hold on, I have to take care of my body. So, to God be the glory with the chiropractic work, getting my body work done, switching up my training, resting. I'm working 4 days a week. I'm not working 5 or 6 days a week. I'm not double booking myself, meaning how I used to work was I would put a color on while that person, so my mom's color is processing, I would be doing a haircut, a foil, or a root touch up. And it would just be back to back to back to back. Nope, I don't do that no more. I don't do that. I put the color on, and then you know what I do while my client's processing for 30 or 45 minutes? I sit on my hind parts is what I do. I sit and I relax and I take a break and I eat my food. And then when they're done processing, I get up because we've been taught, you gotta work, you gotta make money, gotta make the money. And here's what I realized. What good is the gain the whole world if you lose your soul or if your body's broke down or you burnt out? You feel me? And so the difference this go around is my beauty business is being built with God. It wasn't built with God the last time. It was built off of my own ingenuity and striving, and then, you know, just not making the smartest business decisions when it comes to finances, going back to what I was talking about earlier, how you have the shop mentality and the salon mentality. Well, I didn't have a shop mentality, but due to my scarcity mindset, I had a hustle mentality. So I'm just working for today to pay the bills and not thinking about future things or just being mindful of the back bar, the products, the profit margins. You gotta know your numbers. You gotta know your numbers. And when you're a hairstylist and then on top of me being a makeup artist, it can be so dicey now. So I told my mama or Marilla, I said, one of y'all gotta be my accountant or I'm going to hire an accountant. That's just simply what it is, because we're doing things right. We're doing things smart. We're doing things God's way. We're running business God's way, because I've also been educating myself not only on business, but biblical business practices. Yeah, your body will make you go somewhere and sit down if you don't pay attention. Yes, in my body, like I was working in pain for so long. Amika Reset Charcoal Cleansing Oil. Let me know what you think when you try it. Okay, I use it, and my clients with the buildup, it lifts. Okay, work. Let me screenshot that. Thanks, Tiff.
I'm gonna rinse it out now.
Yes, ma'am. All right, mom's shampooing her hair. Shampoo and condition, mom. I saw your blogs and testimonials. So happy. If I was there, I would be a client. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Chad. Which part of the season are you wanting to compete in? I was really hoping I was going to compete in spring, but with all the stuff that's going on right now. So here's the other thing too, y'all. So my family has a restaurant. Y'all know that, right? And so my husband, he's taking on more responsibility. He's taking over. And so that's a huge adjustment for us. So we're learning to balance that. And I'm also helping him with that. And then me. So with all that's going on, I really wanted to compete into spring, but it might not be until the summertime because, we just got to get some things, underway. Because I'm not going to force myself. If I know once I get back in the salon, because my step count's going to go sky high, I will probably drop at least 5 pounds in a week. For probably 2 weeks, I'll probably be down 10 pounds in 2 weeks just from extra movement, okay? But if things are moving, okay, cool. But if it's just, I got to push it back, then that's okay too, because I'm not going to force it. That's something I will never do in prep ever again. I'm not forcing nothing, because whenever I force it, it backfires every single time. A good business owner is hard. You got to know the numbers, and numbers must make sense. That's it. And I didn't know my numbers. And I had so many moving parts to my beauty business. So I had my content creation aspect of it. And then I have my travel whenever I do glam. That's a whole nother animal within itself, right? And then I had salon. It was a lot. And things just got dicey. And I was like, no. Like, I messed up. And that's the other reason, like when the Lord revealed to me why when I tried to go back to the studio the last time, that's why it didn't work. It didn't work because it wasn't meant for me, because I took it as, oh, okay, well, this isn't my portion. And that's why I've been struggling and just feeling so unhappy, because I haven't been doing the thing that I love. And I finally just said, okay, Lord, this tension, this feeling, I can't shake it. This desire is in me. And then that's when I realized, oh, that studio didn't work out because it's not what I'm supposed to be doing. It didn't work out because it wasn't time, and that wasn't the correct space or location. I'm going back exactly to the same area where I grew my business. I'm going back home. I'm going back to my promised land, okay? But it didn't work out because the Lord still had to teach me some things. He had to reveal some things to me. He had to show me, hey, this didn't work out, and I had to close the door because I tried to open again a little bit after that, but he had to close the door because I had to learn. I had to renew my mind. I had to understand, hey, get your house in order. Get your house in order. Yeah, customer service, all out. I'm the queen of customer service, but that stuff on the back end, yeah, it was rough because when I went into my first studio, when I transitioned from my first salon to a studio, I didn't want to. It was just post-COVID. I didn't have a choice. And that salon ended up closing like 4 or 5 months after I left. And I hated being in a room by myself. I went from being on a full open salon floor with 20 plus stylists to being in a room by myself. Never done this before, right? And then I realized, whoa, this is a lot of work. And then I realized my body is broken down. I'm tired. I'm not feeling well. And I should have just taken a pause then and recalibrated, asked for help. But I didn't know I needed help. You know, it's just like it's growing pains. But here's the thing, like I've been so embarrassed about this for so long and holding myself hostage. This is my process. This is my process. And here's the thing, I might not have the business success on paper, but baby, I can tell you exactly what not to do. Okay? When it comes to business, I can tell you exactly what not to do because I did it. I did it. There's a makeup artist that I mentor, and I've been helping her out for probably since, I want to say maybe about 6 months now. She's super, super sweet. I met her at Sephora. I believe that's why the Lord put me at Sephora. It was for her. Because like I said, I still don't know how I got that job. But, you know, I'm helping her grow her makeup artistry business. And so helping her with, hey, sis, you got to have a contract. Because I don't want her to have that shop mentality when she gets out here. I said, you got to have a bridal contract. You can't just be doing business shaking hands with folks, you know. You got to make sure you have all of your things in order. She'll send me like photos of her work for feedback. She'll ask me what I think about things. Like we were talking about customer service the last time she hit me up because she was working with the client and the conversation got a little bit weird. So because I've been in it for over a decade and I've made so many mistakes, I know exactly what to tell. I know exactly what to do. I know exactly what to do. So but putting God first, that was the plug right there. That's the plug. Good business, yes. That also helps with the customer service experience. The customer won't feel like they're on an assembly line. Yes, I want my clients to feel like it's a luxury. And that's the one thing that I can say as far as feedback. When I transitioned from my traditional salon to being in a suite and I wasn't doing that, and it was scary for me because I was like no, and I would have some days where I would do it, but they love it because it's just me and them. I give them their wine, their coffee, their snacks. Like if it's one of my clients where we like this, we'll sit in there and kiki, we'll talk about some things. Or if it's a client where she's just working on her laptop or she just wants some time, I'll put on the lo-fi music. She gets her book, she gets her magazine. I'll say, hey, I'm going to step out. I'm going to go eat my food real quick and then we'll shampoo you. They love it. They are an assembly line and sitting under the dryer because you stalling for time doing somebody else's hair. Oh my God, yes, yes. Will you be in town for the Arnold? I'm going to the Arnold because my friends are competing. Yes, I stopped doing that too. Double booking and improvising while one is under the dryer. Now I focus on my client and it makes the service more intimate and you get to, yes, it is so much less stressful. I don't know how I was doing foils back to back like that. I'd put a foil in, let her process, do another foil, shampoo, cut her, blow her out. I don't know how I was doing that. I don't know how I was doing that. I don't know. That's nonsense. I would never tell a new stylist to do that. Absolutely not. Charge your price. Charge your price. Do a good service. And keep it going. You live and you learn, yes. I started my Mind revenue cycle consultant company after being unemployed twice in 20 years. Child, that's amazing. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Congratulations. Good customer service for sure. I love this live, Amber. Oh, thanks, Tiffany. I appreciate you being here, especially from another stylist to another girl. You feel me? You know the ups and downs. This is so refreshing. medical records, coding, billing, denials, clinical documentation, all that's the legal and money stuff for hospitals. Chai, that is dope. I love that. I thought it was personal finance. I wish you big success. Yes, all the big success to Chai. All of that, yes. Prosper, fruitful, overflow, pressed down, shaken together. Unemployment messes with your self-worth if you're not in the word. Girl, let me tell you something, because that is the only thing that kept me during this time of wandering in the wilderness. Like when I was going back and reflecting, I was just looking at some of the goals that I had, and I didn't hit the things, and life wasn't looking the way that I looked. And even with all the ups and the downs and the failures and disappointments, there's one thing that I did consistently, and I stuck with him no matter what. And as far as I'm concerned, that's a win. Okay, that's a win. No, I didn't hit this goal. No, this didn't happen. No, my business might have crashed and burned, but even through all of it, I stuck with him.
Conditioner is it?
Okay. What conditioner did you use?
Same one I'm using, that little purple one.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, man, that is the only thing that kept me, because I thought 2024 was hard. And then when the mental and spiritual warfare happened, and I believe, honestly, that is why the Lord prompted me to go back to school, because I'm still going back to school. That's something that I know I need. I don't know how it's going to be used, but I know it's going to be used. I know it's part of my beauty ministry, my biblical counseling degree that I'm getting. Like, I'll be done in 1.5 years. So I would be silly not to just push through, but I know it's going to come full circle. I know I'm going to use it, but I truly believe that's why the Lord prompted me to do it. And I'm glad I did it when I did, because it forced me to have to be in the word even heavier. And all the things that I learned through that, and even now, like my interactions with my clients that I have, just due to the counseling aspect, like I've always been emotionally intelligent, but now things are just like, when I think about just biblical beauty, beauty from a biblical standpoint, like fitness from a biblical standpoint, how we steward our bodies. Because like I was talking to my best friend the other day, she was like, I don't know if you would just stop running away from being a leader, because I don't want to be a leader. I don't want to be a leader. I didn't want to be a leader. I didn't want to be a business owner. Like all the things I didn't want to be, I'm realizing that, oh, okay, the Lord is making it. He has a plan, okay? And I can do two things. I can get with it, or I can be out here wandering around in the wilderness. So I'm going to just get with this plan and trust his plan. No, I don't know. I don't know what next year's going to look like, but I don't have to know, because he knows. So I commend you, and honestly, we witnessed the change in you. You are a testament to God's process of taking you higher, in my opinion. I don't take that lightly. And again, it has not been easy. I told y'all in 2023, when he told me to start sharing things, I didn't want to do it, and I didn't understand it. But I understand why he told me to share, because he knew I was going to go through some things. And while I might have felt silly, I might have felt embarrassed, I might have felt ashamed, incompetent, we're to be a witness. We're a testimony. So if you've been watching me go through all these things and these different processes, it just points to him. It ain't me. I'm just being obedient. I'm not perfect. I mess up. I'm broken. I'm a sinner. I make mistakes, but even through all of that, I still stick with him. I get down on my face. Other night, 1:30 in the morning, I was up. I was like, okay, I'm going to walk around this whole house. I'm going to bless this house. Give me my oil. We're going to pray and tarry. We're going to do all the things. We're going to do all of that. You feel me? Because I don't know it all, but I know a man, and none of this I would have not been able to get through if I didn't renew my mind. Neuroplasticity. I'm not gonna bore y'all with all my neuroscience stuff, but neuroplasticity is neuroscience where it talks about rewiring your brain. Okay, in order to fix your thoughts, you can fix your thoughts if you fix what you think. This is biblical. Have a renewed mind in Christ. For a man thinketh, so his heart is. What's the verse? How does it go? But it's biblical. So you have to fix your thoughts in your mind on the things above. You have to fix your mind and thoughts on things that are praiseworthy. Neuroplasticity. It's biblical. It's in there. And so when I'm struggling, where's that Bible? Even when you don't feel like it. What's a proverb? What? All right. Greater is he that's in me. Okay, cool. I'm more than a conqueror. There was one Bible verse that hit me the other night, and I like, you know, those popular Bible verses that you hear. And sorry, I didn't know we were going to go into sermon mode, but just stick with me. You know those popular Bible verses you hear, right? 1, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And while yes, you can, but the context above it, Paul's talking about being content. I know how to be content when I have plenty, and I know how to be content when I have nothing at all. When I was laying in bed the other night, that bad boy hit me hard because for the first time in my life, I have a sense of peace. Things aren't perfect, but my mind changed. My mind changed. It got renewed. My heart changed. The sanctification. And for the first time, I said, yo, I truly believe in my heart that because I am content. Y'all, in November, I did scripture writing every single day in November. This is my scripture writing journal, okay? And for the month of November, I wrote all of these scriptures, okay? Every single scripture for the month of November was on contentment. You know why? Because your girl was struggling. And I'm not showing this to flex. I'm showing this to show and test show that I'm approved, that I'm doing the things, because it's real easy for folks to get up here and say the name of Jesus and all this stuff, but they're not really doing and acting it out. No. We were writing and praying and talking to the Lord, you feel me? But contentment was something that I struggled with. And for the first time in my life, I feel at peace. I feel content. And because I feel content like Paul, I know how to be content when I have plenty. I know how to be content when I don't have it all. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. For the first time, I truly believe in my life that I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me because I have learned how to be content. Yeah. Anywho, let's get back to hair. I'm sorry. Wasn't expecting that. But if you're with me, say amen. I was in the trenches with you. Yes, child, come on. I was going through a similar thing, 1,000 miles away. Yes. Amber has the word. What you're saying? Cast one more net. Cast it. You gotta cast it. As long as you have breath in your lungs, you're gonna keep casting. Okay? He says cast to the left, you cast to the left. He says cast to the right, you cast to the right. You just cast it. That's it. Amber has the word. Girl, you about to make me get my notes Bible for this live. I'm here with you, sister. Yeah, man. Like it's not a game. It is not a game. When you truly seek Him. Like, and when you serious about seeking Him, listen, I might have not done nothing else right, or I feel like I hadn't really achieved much. But one thing I can say is that I sought the Lord, and He heard, and He answered. So, if you're watching this on the other side, you're going through the gigs, you're struggling, pick up your Bible. Pick up your Bible. There will be days when you don't feel like it. That's okay. There are some days when I don't feel like going to work. There are some days when I don't want nobody to bother me. Like, that's normal, but you can't, if you go off of your feel, you will never do anything. You will never do anything because you don't feel like it, and it's something that's a non-negotiable that you know you should do. What if the Lord said, I don't feel like helping her today? Could you imagine? Like, I'm so grateful His thoughts are not our thoughts and His ways are not our ways. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful for that, because He was just like, yeah, no, I'm not listening to you today. I'm not going to help you today. I'm not going to give you grace today. Do you not understand the grace and kindness that He gives us? Do you not understand that? We don't deserve it. We don't deserve it, but He gives it every single day. If He said, I don't feel like it, we would be toast, literally. However, all All right, so mom's conditioned her hair. let me let me. I got a little bit excited. My bad, y'all. Sorry. Sorry. Right now, while I'm waiting for her, my scripture writing, I am doing systematic theology. So basically, 66 books in the Bible, and they're not separated through specific themes, right? So right now what I'm doing is I am breaking down the book of Proverbs, and I'm going by specific topics because listen, Proverbs will tear you up, okay? It's like, oh, okay. But right now I am doing a topic in Proverbs. Like I did verses for trusting the Lord. Right now I'm on finances and business. So what I do is I will write out the scripture, and then what does it mean? Exegete it, context, because we were real good at taking a verse and making it mean something that it don't even mean. It's one thing if the Lord speaks to, like, just because the Lord speaks to you specifically in a specific verse, it doesn't mean that that's what the verse means. And I'm guilty of it. Like, it happens to everybody, but write it out. Because the neuroscience, again, between handwriting and your brain, it sticks better. Exegete it. What does it mean? There's so many Bible commentaries out there. My favorite one is this one, and I have it on my iPad because I can't carry this around, but this is the Tony Evans Bible commentary. It was gifted to me, and I'm so grateful. But there's no reason as to why you come across something and you can't understand it. So you can get on Bible commentaries. Tony Evans is solid. And then after that, I'll sit with it. I'll meditate on it for a second. And, I'm like, okay, like, what's the Lord saying to me about it? Like, what did something make my spirit sizzle a little bit? You feel me? So that's what I have done for the last quarter of 2025. And it has just been transformative in my life. So highly recommend. All right, Mom. She's coming. And we gonna style and finish up her hair, okay, ladies? Man, I was talking a lot.
Okay, Amber.
You got your Chief Rocker?
Whew. Oh. Do I need to put in there now? For real?
Oh, no, you don't have to. Okay, we can just show the finished product.
I'm cold.
You're cold?
My
Oh,
hair is cold.
my little sweet girl's cold. Oh, this looks good. She's ready.
Phew.
Ooh. What do you think about the color?
It looks good.
Yeah. Is it bright enough for you?
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
She looks cute.
I'm soaking wet. Sleeves.
I think we need to get you a dark brown brow pencil, not I think the one you've been using is too dark.
Okay, Amber.
No, I'm thinking because of your hair color, Mom.
Okay. It is dark brown.
Okay, maybe you just need a different pencil. All right, so this is the color. So since she's about to go to bed, she doesn't want to put any product in
I
it.
need to go out.
Huh?
No.
Oh, you need to go out? Where you going?
Okay.
Huh? So I'm just checking the cut. Let me blend that out a little bit more.
Mm.
It's pretty. Can y'all see? Does my light work?
Whole sleeve is soaking wet.
Y'all see that? Turn your head this way, Mom. Other way. Let me turn you a little bit. Yeah.
Is it dark around here? Is this the way it looks?
No, it's just because of the lighting.
Okay.
'Cause I got a spotlight on you. So like if we were in salon, I would have the spotlight on you like that. So that way you can see the color. Alright, so I'm just gonna blend her line out a little bit on this side because I can see it better now. What we saying? That fits her so well. Very nice. Mama trying to go out.
Gracias.
Yep. That'll be $125. That'll be $125.
That's not winning number for the night.
No, that's how much you owe me. and I gave you a family discount.
Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Next live is going to be called Amber Gets a Stepdaddy.
Block him.
What'd you say?
Block him. Who said that?
Tilt your head to the side, Mom.
I'm hungry now. Look at Rocket. Look, Amber.
Mm-hmm.
He just don't quite smell what he wants to smell. Trying to figure out what it is.
What do y'all think of the color? Looks good on her, right?
You want the sheet sparkle?
She looks cute. No, that's fine. Cause you're about to, like I said, you're about to go to bed.
Not like right this minute. I don't need any of that on.
No, that's fine. You just do it in the morning. Just gonna lay on it and smush it. Alrighty, mommy dearest. She's cute. So, I mean, her hair is basically dry. Her hair is super short, but as you can see, this is what her hair looks like with no product on it. So, like I said, she's got more of like a wave to her hair. All right, girl. So, that's it, y'all. Look at her trying to hurry up.
Sister, thank you.
And get them earrings in. I'm the same way out there and get my hair done too. We're earring girlies. Like my mama, no, got to have earrings. Got to have earrings.
Okay.
She's ready. The color suits her. You can see the care you take in styling. Real passion. I love it. Yes. This means a lot. Thank you. Earrings set the look off. Go ahead, honey.
A little bit closer here.
Oh, okay. Get into it. Get into it. Bye, Mom.
Have a good night.
All right, y'all. So, the color of her sweater is on point. Like that's DJ Lady Libra, y'all. She's always a good time. All right. So, we have been on for almost 2 hours. I hope this was educational. I hope it was helpful. I hope it was fruitful. I hope if maybe you needed to escape from a little bit of whatever it was that maybe you was dealing with, or maybe you just wanted something to watch on a Saturday night. I appreciate you being here, kicking it with me. Where'd she learn how to pose like that, child? I don't know. I don't know. Sharon is her own woman, that's for sure. But I love y'all. Have a good night. Have a good weekend. And I'll see you all next week.